Hello, I'm Hallie, and welcome to Yoga Nidra, practice of yogic sleep. So I hope you are comfortable, maybe in your bed or on the floor. A couch will work as well. Make sure you have some space to lie flat, to move around. Maybe you've got some blankets or pillows to use as props. But we'll just begin wherever you are comfortable. So that might be a comfortable seated posture. It might be that you're laying down already. And just come into your breath. Notice that you're breathing. Feel the rise of inhalation and the fall of exhalation. Continue to just realize your breath. That your body has been breathing you all day long. And now you've got this opportunity to drop in and just notice. Maybe you place your hands, one on the belly, one on the chest. And just feel the expansion underneath your hands. Feel the belly, chest filling with air. And then feel them compress, ribs knitting together as you breathe out. And from here we'll move into a mudra. Tonight's mudra is going to be clasping the hands together and then extending both middle fingers outwards. And we'll place this kind of in between the navel and the chest, so about solar plexus level. And just keep your eyes closed, keep breathing. And as you hold this mudra, I'll just give you a little background as to why I'm picking the solar plexus this evening to focus on. So the solar plexus is the third chakra, and it relates to our inner fire, or our digestion. But it's not just as simple as our digestion of food and turning it into energy, but it's also our digestion of emotions, events, feelings. It's our assimilation of the world around us. Our inner fire is kind of our inner power, or our will. It's our ability to change things just from a thought and into an action. So tonight's class will be about balancing and maybe stimulating that inner fire just a little bit, so that we're able to assimilate any feelings we might be feeling during these uncertain times. Maybe it's even just building the fire to do everyday tasks. I invite you to deepen your exhalations now with these next few rounds of breaths. Nothing uncomfortable. And now you can drop the mudra, maybe gently open your eyes. And if you're not already lying on your back, I invite you to do so. Lying down on your back, hug your knees in towards your chest, wrapping the hands around the shins. We're going to breathe in, squeeze them in a little tighter, and then exhale, dropping them over towards the right for a twist. Maybe you place a blanket in between your knees or underneath them. Really keep that left shoulder nice and grounded. Your arms can be in a cactus or straight out at shoulder height. Your neck can be turned whichever way is comfortable. And do not forget to breathe. We'll stay in this position for a few rounds of breath, feeling the ribs expand as you breathe in, maybe twisting a little deeper as you breathe out. Using the breath as a tool here, as you breathe in, you're creating space within the body. And as you breathe out, maybe twisting a little deeper. Take 3 more rounds of full inhales and exhales here. And on your next inhalation, you can bring yourself back to center, simply hugging the knees in towards the chest. Maybe rocking the spine gently. And then on your next exhalation, you can rock them over to the left side, taking the twist on the opposite direction. Staying grounded through the right shoulder. Again, turning the head whichever way feels comfortable. And staying with the breath. Three more rounds of breath here. And then on your next inhalation, you can draw the knees into center, hugging them in towards the chest, maybe a gentle rock and roll of the spine. And then however is comfortable for you, we're going to make our way onto our knees here. So maybe you want to rock up and come onto the knees, or roll over and press yourself up. You might also want a pillow or a blanket, totally optional, but we're going to come into a child's pose. So if you wish, place your pillow right in front of your body here. Inhale, finding length. Exhale, fold out over your prop perhaps, or maybe just down onto the floor. You can release your forehead to the floor. You can maybe make a pillow with your hands for it to rest on. Or if you wish, you can extend the arms out nice and long and really feel the stretch up to the armpits. Release your head and neck. Feel completely supported. Feel your hips reaching down towards the heels. And just keep breathing. Maybe you feel your belly expanding into your thighs or into the floor as you breathe in. And perhaps you sink a little deeper into your support as you breathe out. Feeling the ribs lifting off of one another with each breath in. And feeling them fall with each breath out. Three more rounds of breath here. If you wish, you can walk your fingertips over towards the right, getting in a little side body stretch. If you chose this option, now walk them back through center and over to the left. Now walk the fingertips back to center. Slide your palms underneath your shoulders. Press your hands into the floor and gently lift yourself up and out of child's pose. And from here we'll set up in shavasana. We're lying flat on the back for the practice of Yoga Nidra. Make sure you're very comfortable, as we will be here for the remainder of this practice. Perhaps you place a blanket under the head and neck. Maybe you'd place a pillow underneath your knees. But allow there to be space. Allow space between the arms and the body. Allow the palms to maybe face up. Allow space between the legs, letting the feet flop open. If you're at all cold right now, please cover up with a blanket, as the body temperature does tend to drop. Then make any last-minute adjustments to your clothing or position, to your props. And just find stillness. Feel the back of your head connected to your support. Breathe into this support, and as you breathe out, feel the back of your head relax a little more deeply. Feel the backs of the shoulders completely supported. As you breathe in, feel this connection to your support, and as you breathe out, release a little deeper. Feel the hands connected to the earth. Feel them grow heavy as you breathe in, and as you breathe out, once again, feel them release further. Take your next breath into the sits bones, feeling them connected to their support, and as you breathe out, just let them go. Feel the backs of the legs supported by the ground beneath you. Breathing in, feel that connection, and breathing out, release them. And finally, feel the heels of the feet connected to the floor. Breathe into the heels, and as you breathe out, relax them. Feel the whole body connected to the floor, and know that you are completely supported. There's nowhere to go, nothing to do, but the practice of Yoga Nidra. Take a deep breath in, sigh it out the mouth. One more, just like that, breathing in. Sigh it out. yourself so still, knowing that you can move at any time you wish, but that it just feels better not to. We'll now begin the practice of Yoga Nidra by forming a sankalpa, which is a simple intention or resolve to fulfill. Think of it as the highest affirmation that you'd like to manifest in your life. It can be as simple as I am strong or I am confident. And it can be helpful to use the same sankalpa across many practices. So once you have your intention, repeat it to yourself 3 times in the present tense as if it's happening already, even if it's not. Feel your eyelids heavy as you tune into the darkness of the inner space. The practice of Yoga Nidra is the practice of pratyahara, the practice of turning inwards, tuning out of our senses, and getting into the deepest parts of the mind and body. So I just ask you to leave a little bit of your hearing open to my voice and know that it is perfectly normal to fall asleep, but it is better to stay awake. So take a moment, say to yourself, I am going to practice Yoga Nidra and I will not sleep. We'll now rotate our consciousness through different centers of the body. We're kind of creating an energy pathway. You might feel a subtle current of energy. You might feel nothing at all. But all we're really doing is rotating our focus or our awareness to different parts of the body as I say so. So we'll begin by bringing our undivided attention to the right hand thumb. We're not actually moving, just bringing our thought to the right hand thumb. The second finger. Third finger. Fourth finger. Fifth finger. Palm. Back of the hand. Wrist. Forearm. Elbow. Upper arm. Shoulder. Armpit. The right side waist. The right hip. Sits bone. Thigh. Knee. Lower leg. Ankle. Heel. Sole. Top of the foot. right big toe, second toe, third toe, fourth toe, fifth toe. Feel the entire right side body. Now bring all of your awareness to the left, specifically the left hand thumb, second finger, third finger, fourth finger, fifth finger, palm, back of the hand, wrist, forearm, elbow, upper arm, shoulder, armpit, the left side body, left hip, sits bone, thigh, knee, lower leg, ankle, heel, sole, top of the foot, the left big toe, second toe, third toe, fourth toe, fifth toe. Feel the entire left side body. Bring your awareness to the right toes. Feel all 5 right toes. Feel all 5 left toes. Feel the right foot, left foot, right ankle, left ankle, right shin, left shin, right kneecap, left kneecap, front of the right thigh, front of the left thigh, the right hip, left hip, pubic bone, navel, abdomen, the center of the chest, right side chest, left side chest, the center of the chest, the base of the front of the neck, right collarbone, left collarbone, the base of the front of the neck, the hollow of the throat, jaw, chin, lower lip, upper lip, the space between the lips, right cheek, left cheek, right nostril, left nostril, the right ear, left ear, right temple, left temple, right eye, left eye, right eyelid, left eyelid, right eyebrow, left eyebrow, the eyebrow center, forehead, top of the head, back of the head, back of the neck, right shoulder blade, left shoulder blade, feel the length of the spine, the lower back, tailbone, right sits bone, left sits bone, the back of the right thigh, back of the left thigh, back of the right knee, back of the left knee, the right calf, right ankle, left ankle, right heel, left heel, feel the entire right leg, the entire left leg, feel both legs together. Feel the entire right arm, the entire left arm, feel both arms together. Feel the legs, arms, front body, back body, and head together. Legs, arms, front, back, and head together. Feel the whole body together. Feel the whole body together. Come into your breathing. Just the natural, spontaneous breath. No need to change it in any way. Just once again realizing the ingoing breath, entering through the nasal passages, filling the navel center, and the outgoing breath, leaving the navel center, exiting the nasal passages, feeling that rise of inhalation, fall of exhalation. And now begin to imagine that you are breathing in solely through your right nostril. You breathe in through your right nostril, the breath travels up to that space between the eyebrows, and then the breath exits the left nostril. You then breathe in through the left nostril, the breath travels up to that space between the eyebrows, and you breathe out through the right nostril. Breathing in through the right nostril, and out through the left nostril. Breathing in through the left nostril, and out through the right nostril. And so on. Just following this pattern of imaginary alternate nostril breathing. And as you continue with this pattern of breath, begin to count your breaths backwards from 27 to 1. Breathing in 27 and out 27. In 26 and out 26. And so on from 27 to 1. If you lose your place or make a mistake, simply return to 27. Total awareness of breathing and counting. Release your counting and just return to normal breathing. Once again, bringing your awareness to any points on the body that are meeting the floor. Imagine sending the breath to each of these points. Breathing in, feeling that connection of body and floor. And breathing out, imagine that you could sink a little deeper. And now begin to awaken the feeling of anxiety in both the body and the mind. Maybe recall what it feels like in the body to feel anxious or confused or ungrounded and insecure. Maybe your heart is racing or your temperature is rising. Your hands might feel clammy. How does it feel in the mind? Is your mind full of worries and thoughts, constantly turning? That feeling of being unsettled and unknowingness. Really remember this feeling of anxiety. And now bring to mind a time when you felt confident, secure, grounded, sure of yourself. How did it feel in the body to feel confident? Is the mind perhaps calm and still? Bring forward this memory of feeling confident and really feel it in the mind and the body. And now awaken the sensation of heaviness. Feel the entire body grow heavy, as if your organs were replaced with heavy weights, your bones made of steel. Feel heaviness in the eyelids. Feel the head heavy. Feel the hands become heavy. Feel the hips heavy. Feel the heels becoming heavier and heavier. It's as if the entire body is weighed down and sinking into the floor. The feeling of heaviness throughout the entire body. And now awaken the sensation of lightness and weightlessness in the body. The entire body feels light and free, totally unbound. You feel this lightness, almost a sense of buoyancy, where you feel as if you were made of cotton, and your body is just so light that it can begin to lift up off of the floor. Your body is so light that it's floating through the air, gently drifting like a feather, drifting back and forth, making its way up towards the ceiling. That feeling of lightness and weightlessness throughout the entire body. Now let go of any sensations that you might be feeling. And bring all of your awareness to that space between the eyebrows, the third eye center, the inner space. Imagine that this space is like a screen, spanning as far, wide, high, and low as the eyes can see. And you are simply the observer of this space. You hold no control over what you might see. You might see patterns or colors, images, light or dark. You don't control what comes and goes. You don't put any labels to it. You hold no judgments, no interaction. You're simply watching and allowing the deepest part of your mind to manifest itself before you. Holding on to this awareness in the third eye center, begin to visualize the color yellow. Allow the color yellow to fill your vision. And then send this color yellow down to about the navel center where the solar plexus chakra lives. And visualize that this yellow light is taking the shape of a steadily burning fire. Visualize a warm, burning fire at the navel center. And then transform this image of fire into the rays of a beautiful sun. Feel and see beautiful sunlight radiating from your center. Bathe your entire body in this beautiful sunlight, knowing that its source is at the navel. And as you feel this lovely light and warmth surround you, imagine that it's simply melting away all of your doubts and confusions. It's getting rid of any of your inaction or insecurities. And it's giving you the sense that you can do this. You can move mountains. You are capable of anything that you put your mind to. Feel this warm sunlight melting away any anxieties. And leaving you with a sense of confidence and security. begin to dial down that sunlight, bringing it in so it's just a tiny light, a tiny yellow light at the solar plexus. And know that this light is always there inside of you. And sometimes we just need to ignite our inner Agni, our inner fire, to remind us that we have all of this inner potential to tap into. Bring your awareness back to your third eye center and visualize a tiny golden light. Visualize a tiny golden light at the third eye center. And imagine that it is in the shape of a golden egg. There's a tiny, golden, luminous egg at the third eye center. A beautifully radiating golden light at the seat of your highest consciousness. Visualize this tiny golden egg sitting at the seat of your supreme consciousness. Its light is a reminder that you are whole, complete, and perfect. And this light is always inside of you. Rest in this all-knowing awareness that you are of golden light. You are of the golden light. Take a deep breath in and out. Visualize your body lying on the floor in perfect stillness and return to it. Begin to remember where you are, why you're here. Just gently beginning to awaken the senses. Perhaps wiggling the fingers and the toes. If If you wish to stay just as you are, please do so. If you'd like to get up, begin to bring those little movements back into the body. Maybe taking a waking stretch, or rocking the head from side to side. And as you're ready, only if you wish, you can roll to your right side, hugging your knees in towards your chest. Thank yourself for taking the time for today's practice. And to know that you can always awaken this sense of stillness in everyday life just by a pause or maybe a mindful breath. If you wish to do so, you can press yourself up to a seated posture. Bring the hands to rest at heart center, palms pressed. Loka samasta sukhino bhavantu. May all beings everywhere be happy and free, and may my thoughts, words, and actions contribute in some way to that happiness and freedom for all. Hari Om Tat Sat. Namaste. Thank you for practicing with me today.